Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of season 3 of Where's That Bar Card? I'm one of your hosts, Nick Dury. I am now blurry. Australia, New Zealand made me blurry.
Hey everyone, I'm Gina Phillips, and Nick, yeah, you look like you're underwater.
I feel like I'm underwater with a jet lag.
And I'm Daryl Purvis, and I think Nick looks great.
I'm Monty Scott. I believe I'll reiterate that Nick looks great, and I believe I have jet lag, although I have not flown anywhere. I have long jet lag.
It's accurate. Super excited for this week's. This is one of the longest time coming. We've literally had Jarrett Campbell's name on our list since before we even started the podcast. He's one of Monty's longtime golfing buddies, and we were super excited to have him on. So we hear some intimate stories of him and Monty on the golf course. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet Monty's best friend. This is going to be, I think it's going to give us some insight.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sometimes those glasses are too good. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Well, you ever get a new prescription and you're like, I don't like what I'm seeing.
I see.
Oh, yeah.
He was being literal. It wasn't figurative. I'm just back from a trip. I played golf in New Zealand in the middle of a volcano. It was fantastic. I had a great time on my own, and it was a wonderful experience. I played with new clubs. Well, I obviously didn't bring my clubs, so I played with newish clubs, and not only was it in meters and not yards, the lofts were all different. So I was rocketing 6 irons like 190 yards. It was ridiculous, but I had a really great time.
Awesome.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Was it cool to try out different clubs at least?
A little bit, but it was just so the difference in lofts is so weird. My clubs are 25 years old, so it's like the technology is so different. It was a little bit odd, but yeah, I had a great time. But it's nice to be back, and we haven't even missed a week. Look at that. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, we're impressive, is what we are.
We are just motoring along, season 3. Enjoy this episode with comedian Jarrett Campbell.
Welcome, Jarrett. Thanks for doing this.
Hey, Jarrett.
Hello. Thanks, guys. Thanks for inviting me into whatever this is. We'll see.
Well, it's going to be a discussion for sure, but it could develop into more.
We've actually to kick it off, I did have a question, because we've obviously gotten to know Monty quite well over the podcast. I've only played with Monty, golf with Monty a handful of times. Daryl, probably a little bit more than that. You've probably played the most amount of golf with Monty. How would you characterize a round of golf with Monty Scott?
I would say that it's different every time, in that maybe I am a little more. Monty will tell you this. I like to keep a good eye on the scorecard, and I have a feeling
He's a hawk.
when I play. Yeah, and when I'm playing with Monty, I think that that's absolutely necessary. Not that I'm saying he'll dirty up the scorecard. He won't go out of his way or anything. He doesn't play dirty, but sometimes he neglects to consider that one thing might have actually been a putt or a shot, and I think that I'm right there to let him know that it was. So I've never corrected Monty and being like, "No, Monty, that was actually a birdie," but I've certainly told him, "No, that was a double." So there's a lot of that. But Monty's a very stoic golfer. You can't really get a read. Like, he never seems to lose his patience too much outwardly, but sometimes you can see it happening. There's a storm brewing inside, but he's pretty good at containing it, considering how insane he is.
Well, thank you, Jared. That's
yeah, man. But we probably I don't know. We have played a lot of golf together, and I mean, Monty's just one of my best friends. So I'd say we've gotten to know each other as much through comedy as we have out there, and it's been a delight.
Likewise, buddy.
We've spent a great deal of time discussing and outfitting Monty in his wardrobes. How would you characterize before Christmas of 2021 Monty's wardrobe approach to golf?
Well, one of my favorite stories to tell about Monty actually is that one time him and I went out to he wanted to pick up a couple shirts, and Monty went out and he bought a Sriracha t-shirt and a Nike golf shirt. And then that night we went to do a show, and he showed up wearing the Nike golf shirt. We went golfing, and he wore the Sriracha t-shirt. So. That tells you so much about Monty right there. If you really want to dissect what I just told you, there's a lot in there. If you're having trouble figuring out exactly who he is. The wild card. No,
I did buy the Sriracha shirt to play golf in. I didn't even know what the other one was.
but he does wear shorts that double as pants, and it's interesting. Like sometimes it takes a stiff breeze before you can see that he's got 2 knee braces on while he's out there. It has to lift those basketball shorts up. Yeah. I would say Monty his attire is a public course chic, we'll call it.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, though. Yeah.
Monty, where did that golf shirt end up? That Nike golf shirt? I've never seen you wear it to a comedy show or on the golf course.
I don't know. I don't know. I believe it was stolen.
For sure. I remember one time too, Monty came back from golfing on a day that I had not golfed with him, and it was when we were living in the same house. And he likes to like kind of do like shadow swings while he tells you what his like that day. And he was doing his shadow swings. I'm just watching him, and he's explaining something about the game, and then I realized I had to stop him because it was the Nike shirt again, but the swoosh was backwards. I realized his collared shirt was inside out. He'd been golfing like that all day. So of course, anything he had to say about how well his game went was suspect at that point. The man had been wearing his shirt inside out, a collared shirt inside out. That takes a special brain.
Wait, when you wear a collared shirt inside out, is it collar in then?
I think it was. They had to be. It had to be.
No. Those are malleable. The golf shirts. They're reversible.
I don't know. I think it just becomes a V-neck.
It was a problem. I remember I couldn't hear anything he was saying over what I was looking at the moment. It was jarring.
Well, that's fair enough. That's but I'm starting to think. Well, wearing it inside out is what I got to do if I want to win.
If I were to believe what you were telling me happened that day on the course, I would suggest going out there with it inside out every day.
Yeah, everything was perfect on the course, but the shirt was inside out. If you want to call that a problem.
What's the competitive nature between the two of you when you play, like, or is it just all friendly golf?
Oh no! Well, it used to be when I started golfing with Monty, and we were very much. I invited this culture into us where I was rooting for him to hit poorly. Like I would clap when he missed a putt. Like I would toxic is how I would describe it for a while. But that was me doing it, and then eventually Monty got on board. And if I missed a putt, he'd fist pump and everything. And I was like, I eventually realized like this can't be good. This can't be good for the game, growing the game, or our friendship. So we put that to rest. And now I don't know. We both of us want to win when we play against each other. But I think at the end of the day, we're having a good time out there, but we don't want to lose. So.
I would agree, Jarrett. I think I think I helped to bring some of the civility to our game.
You did,
and that I've never seen a man so openly cheer against me that I'm playing with in any sport.
Actually,
really.
Well, one day Monty and I were drinking at the Wheat Chief, and we had been playing golf that day. And I remember I had been I was golfing too emotionally for a while, where I was getting really fucking upset out there all the time. But I was getting upset with me, but I was letting that go on to him. And then one time when we were drinking, and it was like late at night, like 1 a.m, and Monty just confided, like he got honest with me, and he was like, buddy, he's like, I need you to calm down out there. You're kind of ruining the game for me. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was he was so real in that moment. I was like, I gotta chill the fuck out. What am I doing?
Well, and really my problem was always is that I'm so close from going mental. I can't. It's contagious. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, I'm kicking somebody off.
The last thing you can do is add a variable to you possibly losing your fucking mind.
Yeah,
I understand that. You need everything working with you for that to happen. Every day for you to not snap, so many things have to go well.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I was like, I can't, we can't drive this car into the clubhouse and have it explode.
I wish I could have seen that moment, Monty, with his golf shirt upside or inside out.
Oh yeah,
Jarrett, you gotta get your shit together.
But that was really it. I mean, like honestly, that was it. I was looking at him like, this guy's telling me that I gotta chill out. So I knew that became a huge me problem in that moment. I was like, okay. And it took him a lot of beers to really get to the point where he had to so honest and so real when he told me that I need to calm down. I was like, oh my God.
Well, yeah.
Is Costa Rica hat inside out at the same time?
Yeah.
Gina, I have a collection of hats from swarthy countries that I like to wear. I started with Croatia, and now I've got Costa Rica. I don't know what I'm going to get next year. I'm thinking I'd like Panama if I can. Maybe Panama.
Haiti would be a good one.
Haiti could go with Haiti. A little multicultural, multi-linguist.
Never bucket hat, right?
No,
not bucket hats. They don't sell them for swarthy people. Just I mean, maybe they do. I'm sure.
I'd like to get you into a bucket hat. That'd be something else.
Well, Nick has been pushing bucket hats on everyone. Yeah. I think Gina's on board for the bucket hats.
I am.
Yeah,
that's correct.
I might have
a
some
bucket hat.
Jarrett, where'd you get your start in golf? Like what age?
Pretty young. My dad was taking me golfing when I was still in public school, like maybe probably like grade 6 or grade 7. But it was on like I when I was really young with golf, I wasn't as I wish I would have been. Like after like 9 holes, I was good. Like I didn't really want to play anymore. But then by the time I got into high school, I think like grade 9 or 10, I had like a season's pass somewhere with a buddy of mine. Just like a shitty little 9-hole course, and we'd go out there and play, and that's where I started to really have fun with it. But then I like after going to school and like moving to the city and stuff, I got away from it for a good like 5 or 6 years where I didn't play golf at all. And Monty was playing, and that was actually who I started playing with again. And then in the last, I would say like 5 years or so, I've gotten pretty serious back into it. So now it's a big part of my life again. But I did start very young.
Monty, you've been sort of under the microscope, so why don't we turn the tables? You comment on Jarrett's game when he first started playing with you.
I missed that. You're cutting out there for me, Nick. I froze.
Oh, did I froze or did Monty freeze?
I froze.
No, I heard you.
Oh, okay.
Monty actually froze. I don't think his computer froze. I think Monty froze. There's been a glitch in the system.
Yeah, I mean, he is in a basement. So, Monty, the question was that we've been shining the light sort of on you. We want to reverse that on Jarrett. So, can you characterize Jarrett's game when he first started? When you first started bringing him out?
Oh, well, okay. When Jarrett first started coming out, I'd say. Because I'd been playing maybe those 5 years that when me and Jarrett first started playing, I'd been playing a fair bit as the years went, him less so. So as maybe 2-3 years in of me playing a little bit more, he started playing more. And I think part of his frustration was he knew that I shouldn't be beating him ever. And then it was killing him that, like, because I will. I'll hit a line drive, it'll go off a rock, and then it could be on the green. And this kind of thing is breaking his brain, where he's like, this is not possible. This man can be beating, because he has a good swing and he hits the ball far and he's a good golfer. So I think he was thinking of himself maybe as a young man, as when he was golfing, and thinking, how can this happen? That, you're going to have a middle-aged man in a Puerto Rico hat is going to beat me like this.
I think he nailed that. I think that is what happened, because I hadn't golfed in so long. And I think every time if Monty had beat me, in my mind, I was like, you motherfucker, if I never stopped playing, I would be eating you alive right now. And then I knew that I had to get back to that point. And I forgot to mention that when you're saying like golfing with Monty, because he just mentioned it. He has this thing, I've just coined it as the Monty shot. And it happens a couple of times a game. This guy will literally smack a ball onto another fairway, and a goose will catch it and drop it on the green. That were like the weirdest shit. I have seen his ball go into the forest for no less than 8 full seconds before it popped up. I'm like, did a fucking raccoon throw that? Like, what is happening? This guy constantly has these miracle shots, and he's such a godless man. I don't understand what force this is on his side when he's out there, but it's infuriating and fascinating.
Remember, you put one. I think you put one in the creek. I got up. I put one in the creek. It went 2 bounces out of the creek.
Now he's mocking you.
No, it happens so consistently. It's insane.
You know what you need for that shot, Jarrett? You need a pure heart.
Yeah. Full heart.
Yes. So, so that, so I think Jarrett, when he first started playing, that was kind of his perspective, where he's like, I cannot believe this is happening. But then as we played more, well, he just got better. Like at this point, now the tables have turned. Although I'm not too fired up about it, because it doesn't seem so wrong that that when Jarrett wins, I'm like, this is an outrage. I'm like, it's not. It doesn't seem like an outrage. So now I'm more in a position where our game between the two of us is, I have to play at least well, and he has to play quite badly, or I have to play my best and he has to play mediocre. But if he's playing even pretty well, probably I can't beat him. So that's where we're at.
Is that why you're cheating when you play with him? Is that
yeah,
the reason?
that's why he needs a stroker too. But I'll say this: Monty's game has gotten a lot better too in the last few years. He's gotten very consistent with his shots. You know, like it doesn't go far, but it goes. You know what I mean? Like he finds the fairway almost all of the time now, I find, and that wasn't always the case. So Monty's a lot more consistent, I would say now.
Monty's the perfect like scramble partner. Like if you want to make sure your first shot's in the fairway, Monty, get him and you force him.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I tell you, well, like I say, if you could just get the ball in the goddamn air, you know what I mean? So many things came at me right there. Yeah. So many things came at me.
Run that brush through your hair again.
Get it fired up. Get the thing.
This is for real.
Did I don't know, Jarrett, if you know this story, but one of the genesis of this podcast was the Daryl, Monty, and I did a week together in Kingston. And at one point, one of the nights, Monty was pontificating about something, and then there was a long pause, and he just looked at Daryl and said, "I don't know, you know what I mean?"
Yeah, that tracks.
We were like, we've got something here. Let's talk about golf. There's something here.
So what are you shooting, Jarrett? What are you, when you're having a good day, what are you shooting?
I'm happy now if I'm 90 anyways. Like I was shooting like mid to high 80s in there, and then I'm like lower 80s if I'm playing well. Like I'm not but like this I shot this year, which was big for me. I shot a couple. I had shot two of my last rounds this year. I shot 38s on the 9, like on the back 9, but nice. I'd blown up both of those games. I shot exactly 51 on the front. So I was shooting like if I could just put a half decent round together, I was coming close to around 80. But for me, if I'm like mid to high 80s is where I like to be now. But I still find myself in the 90s quite often. So
that'll beat Monty.
Yeah.
That'll beat Monty.
It often does. Yeah. I mean,
but Monty, again, it depends on where we play, right? Because Monty has, if I don't have the best round, and then I'm finding like, I don't know, Monty's, he's right there. He's always right there.
The way he struts around Four Seasons, that's a formidable thing. Watching Monty strut on Four Seasons is, he's got some things up his sleeve.
Oh, you just want to slap him when you watch the way that he fucking slithers around that course sometimes. Just something about it. You're right. The chest is out.
Yeah.
It's the arrogance of that sriracha shirt. It's just
exactly.
Jarrett, you're a stand-up comic. Do you ever talk about golf in your sets?
Not so. I mean, I've certainly. I think what's happened probably a lot is that I've gone out, played golf, had some beers on the golf course, and then brought whatever kind of happened there onto the stage that night. Right. But comedy after golf's always bad, right? 'Cause you're out in the sun, you're dehydrated. Like you come in and you're not well when you get on stage. So, but like usually that way, I don't have any like bits or anything that I've ever like recorded that's about golf necessarily. But it's come up. But I don't have anything really pointed about it, no.
Have you ever done any like golf tournaments, like stand up at golf tournaments or that type of thing?
No, never. I've never performed at a golf tournament. I've definitely performed at a whole lot of golf clubs and a lot of places like that, and those shows are sometimes fine, but usually bad.
Why do you think?
Just because the demographic that they bring out, that's usually like a dinner and a show type of crowd. It's usually like a cleaner, more conservative audience. I just did one a couple of weeks ago, show at this place. I forget what the town was. It's way out there, a couple hours out of the city. And it was, I swear we were performing for the Freemasons when we got there. It was just, there's this club full of 80 to 90-year-old men all wearing the same suit. And I bombed so fucking hard. And I was like, I'd love to come. I can outdrive every one of you motherfuckers. This is going very poorly for me right now.
Excellent segue to another question I had for you. Monty has characterized you as a bomber, that you can bomb it off the tee. So what are we talking about? Like, and did you get like a new driver as you were getting back into it to help you with length, or were you always? I know you're a tall guy, you're a big guy, so could you always?
I did. I've always been able to hit it really far, but not necessarily accurately. I got a few years ago. I got the Sim Max driver, and that's I fucking love that. Like I absolutely think that added some yardage and has kind of helped me keep it under control a little bit. But for me to hit it hard, that like sometimes I can hit it where it looks fucking great, but it's not traveling at all in the right direction. So like I can bomb it onto the wrong fairway, no problem. So I would say that I have distance. I don't even know exactly what my distance would be at this point, but I still spray it all the time. Like I'm not necessarily like that's where I'm saying like Monty often his advantage is that like I might hit it, you know, like 280 or 290 or something, but who knows where the fuck it ends up. And then Monty pokes his little 75-yard drive or whatever it is. And it's right down the middle of the fairway, right? So he just, you know, he's only 4 more shots away from getting to the green, and then I have to dig it out.
No trouble at all. Well, yeah, Jarrett's problem. When you spray it, it just looks like it's aimed wrong. Like it doesn't turn.
Like I'll hit it straight, but straight in the wrong fucking direction.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like a little bit off. And then that's the thing about the Earth. If you just keep going in the same direction, eventually it's wrong. And that's what happens with your drives. Just like if you hit it 5,000, then you know it just.
Hold on.
We were all thinking.
Hold on. Say that again.
No. That is the thing about the Earth. Do not even try to challenge that.
If it's round.
Yeah. And then you're in a straight line. Then eventually,
depends on who you ask.
It's wrong. That's what we know. Jarrett got a new driver because he was swinging his driver but to hit it, and then I looked over. He was like he kind of yelled out, like, or he was like, "Hey!" And I looked at him. And it might have been before you yelled out. You hadn't realized yet, and I thought. I just looked away. Like sometimes you guys maybe don't experience it, but sometimes you look at something and you don't believe it's real, so you just look away and you look back and you expect it to be real. And so
this is it's a double take.
Yeah, it's a double. Okay, double take. Yeah, I didn't know people do that. Okay.
Take the scenic route. Get there though.
What a time to freeze.
Yeah, double take. Yeah, each their own.
Thank you for giving me perspective on people. They do it.
We all do it.
We got a name for that. Yeah, the double take. Because he was like, he had his driver was dangling in half like this.
Are you doing the robot right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually pretty. What he's trying to describe is a little difficult, but he's not doing a horrible job. What happened is really fucking weird.
Yeah.
My driver, what happened more or less, I could watch Marty do this for the next 45 minutes. But my driver broke in what felt like backswing in the end. So like what he means, like we didn't understand what was happening. I didn't either. So it was the first tee of the day. So my first drive of the day. I hit the ball and it sounded weird, and it went. And then all of a sudden, as I brought my driver, when I finished my shot here, I felt something touch the back of my neck. And I thought, and my brain went, was that like a tree or something? And then my brain went, wait, I'm on the tee block. There's no trees here. And it was my club snapped in half. My club head was dangling and touching the back of my head. And that's where me and Marty both our brains took a moment to comprehend what had just happened. So my club had just snapped in half while swinging. And so I was just standing there at the end of my shot with just like a halved club just hanging there. And me and Monty, I guess, had the same one. I had the sensation of feeling it, not understanding it. Monty just, his whole brain kind of couldn't put it together. But yeah, it was a really fucking weird moment. And I had to play the rest of the game, I think, with Monty's driver. And then that's how I ended up getting it. But I was ready for a new driver anyways. It all worked out.
Would you say that when it hit the back of you, you did like a double take?
It was almost.
It was, I mean, you could call it
As
like
it were. As it were.
that. Well, I'll tell you guys, if I didn't look away, I would have puked.
Was it like seeing Joe Theismann?
Yeah, it's exactly like Theismann. I yelled that out, Theismann.
Gina, Joe Theismann was a football player in the 1980s.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he broke his leg on Monday Night Football.
You guys, I'm so young. So young.
Yeah.
He was born in 1946.
Whoa.
I don't know that's true, but
I mean, on that note, I think we're ready for the par 5. Wouldn't you say, Monty? Do you want to do us the honors?
yeah. Is this the par 5? Let me do a double take. It's the par 5.
Excellent.
Nice.
Jared, question number 1, your favorite golf course?
Now, is this like one that I have not played? That I would like to play?
No, that's part 2. Part 1 is
That's
the favorite
part 2
golf
of
course
it?
yeah.
Favorite golf course I've played. You know what? And I know that it isn't in the big picture. I know that I've played better courses and courses I've enjoyed more, but I'm gonna go just because of the nostalgia and because Monty and everything. Let's go with Four Seasons because it's just such a fun little course to just go banging around on. And I'm sure there's another course out there that I've played that's superior to that, but I enjoy that course a lot because I play with Monty all the time, and the fact that we know it so well always brings hilarious moments.
There's nothing like a par 67 course where the third hole has a green in the middle of the fairway of the par 5. That. Yeah.
Oddities about that course.
It's so strange, Gina.
I'm sorry, what? It has a green in the middle of the par 5?
Yeah, the hole 3
they
is a
tried
par
to
5.
have it. They turned it from a par 5 into 2 holes, I think, at one point, and now they've gone back to one long. It's just a par 4. It's not a par 5. It's like a long par 4.
Yeah.
But that green is still just in the middle, and you're not allowed to play off of it. So you have this chunk of the fucking fairway that you just can't.
Oh, it's like a hazard now?
Yeah, in the middle of the fairway.
More or less, it's a free drop.
So they continue to mow a green
in
the middle of the fairway.
Kept green that you cannot play. And don't get me started on the greenskeeping at this fucking place. It's fascinating. One time playing Four Seasons, I looked. I was playing with a buddy of ours, Tommy, and I remember I looked at him before I said this to them because I've been standing watching this for about 2 full minutes, and I looked at Tommy. I go, I can't believe I have to say what I'm about to say. Can you please move the dog off of the hole I'm about to shoot? And and they looked at me like it was the greenskeepers working on a dog laying on the green, and they looked at me like I was a prick. And I'm fucking ready to lay up. There's people on the block behind us. Can you please move the dog off of the hole? So that's why I like that course.
Literally every golf course in the world where if they're doing maintenance, if they're cutting grass or doing anything, they see you come up, they stop their work, they get out of the way.
They work through it here.
Except for Four Seasons. They just make you wait. There's no consideration of you playing or anything.
They might start working harder. When they see you, they know it's time to go. Let's make this thing happen. Make sure that everyone knows we're greenskeeping.
It's a lot of work to mow 19 greens.
Yeah.
That is the best. There's no reason for that green. Like they keep it.
Yeah. Okay, so Jared, part 2 of the question is: other than Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, or Augusta, which course in the world would you most want to play?
Okay, I think honestly, I'm gonna go even just within Canada. I really want to play Cabot Cliff someday out on the East Coast. I just think it's such a beautiful. I think it is a top course in the world, but I also just think it's kind of cool. It's got all those Canadian elements kind of combined into one. And it's just beautiful and probably so difficult. But I would love to play. But this is a bit of a caveat to it. Like I would want to play TPC Scottsdale, but with that waste management open vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I want fucking people whipping beer cans onto the field. I want guys running out there naked, getting tackled. I want that stadium fucking atmosphere. It's a beautiful course, but I want that crazy. I love how that place exists, like kind of like on its own outside of the world of golf as this party. It's just this crazy fucking party with the stadium seating and everything. Is awesome. To play that while it's full, and it'd be hilarious to play that full as bad as I am. It would just ruin me and just fucking slicing one right into the fucking bleachers, getting my ball thrown back at me. I think that place would be a riot.
That's such a great answer.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Question number 2, you can put together your ideal foursome. No PGA, LPGA tour players, and anyone alive or dead who's rounding out your foursome.
Anyone alive or dead? Okay, I would want to play with Tom Cruise. I want to put him on there because, I mean, it'd be interesting to start a round of golf with no affiliations and then finish it as a Scientologist, because I think that's what would happen. And I'm so fascinated by Tom Cruise. He's such a fucking maniac that I think that would be insane to spend a day outdoors with him and watch him just, I don't know. I bet he can walk across a pond using just lily pads.
You think he golfs?
He does fucking anything he wants. Anything he wants, and he does it well. I bet he shot a golf ball out of an airplane and then hit the fucking hole. I don't know if he golfs well. I don't know. My ideal foursome has nothing to do with whether or not they golf well.
Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
Down to who do I want to be out there with?
I want to know if you become a Scientologist because you lose, or you just think he converts you.
Oh no, I don't think I have the wherewithal to withstand his. I think he would. He would get right in there. He like, I don't think I have the power to deny what he's selling. I don't think I could
like
put it
you
down.
Wouldn't know at the end of it that you were a Scientologist.
I wouldn't know. I'm in.
But you would be.
Low tier. I'm probably one of his slaves. I don't know what it is, but he would have me exactly where he wants me, and I think that would be something else.
Did I ever tell you my Scientology story about the car? Parked the car in their parking lot in LA.
No.
In Hollywood, I parked my car in the Hollywood parking lot of the Scientology building because a friend of mine lived across the street, and we went out for drinks. So I basically slept on his floor that night, parked it. Next morning, I get up to drive home. Literally only 2 cars in the whole parking lot, the exact same model, exact same color as my car, sitting right beside my car.
What?
That was it. And only because of Scientology, I was like, that is the creepiest thing I've ever. And I'm like looking at both of them going, is it like, I thought I was going to see Tom Cruise just sitting there going, hey, how you doing?
Oh, they swapped it. There's still, there's something else in that car.
That's how they get you.
That's wild.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Completely empty parking lot except for 2 cars side by side.
I hope you're rounding it out with L. Ron Hubbard and John Travolta, but maybe not. Who else is in your foursome?
Give me Gary Busey in there, but I mean prime fucking crazy Gary Busey, like full ass. I know it's got to be a public course, but like give me that guy. I want to see him when he's fully like celebrity rehab version of him, just off his fucking rocker, teeth out, just fucking trying to explain the universe to me in only way that him and Monty Scott can. I think would be. I think I'm so conditioned to golf around madness at this point that I want to take it a step further. See what that would be like.
Oh, Busey and Cruz are partway there.
And then here, as a controversial fourth, here we go. I would take Monty Scott dead or alive. Because now that I've got Tom Cruise and Gary Busey in there, now I need Monty there because I want to see his mind against these mind. And this is not at all about golf anymore, right? No, this is going to be about something entirely different. I don't know if we're going to get to the bottom of something or further away. I don't know, but I want to watch that happen. I want to watch that unfold, those minds.
Oh my God.
Oh, funny. Well, thank you for the invite. I was expecting you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Could you imagine the 4 of you at the Wheat Chief at 1 a.m. just Jesus. Drunk?
Gary Busey leaning into Monty. Listen, you got to dial it back a little bit. Make it be uncomfortable. Being weird.
Okay, question number 3, Jared. It's a hot summer day. You're on hole 6 at Four Seasons, and the bar cart comes around. What is the first thing you're ordering from the bar cart?
I am gonna get. I want to honestly. I'm that person. I want to get like whatever your coldest beer is. What is the coldest thing you have in there now? If I'm playing like in a tournament or something, I go the other way psychologically and ask them for what their warmest drink is, just so people can see me fucking have it, and then I can get into their kitchen that way and be like, this guy isn't bothered by anything. This guy is not bothered by anything. But I go for a nice cold. I mean, I wish you could get. You can't. I do wish it was more appropriate to like get a cold bottle of beer on a golf course, but you can't because people can't be trusted with that.
True.
That is what I would want. But I'm like that person. Yeah, I want to like dig to the bottom of the cooler, get your coldest beer out, and then that's it. I want something that burns my wrist and hold it, you know.
Does Monty smuggle booze onto Four Seasons?
Does Monty smuggle booze? You have to repeat the question.
You just did a double take on that question.
God, does Monty smuggle booze? You ever hear Monty pick up his golf bag? Like that every time. Like he had to stop walking, not because his knees were betraying him because of like the golf bag. It was because he was getting tired of carrying 14 White Claws.
His knees can only take so much. I had to get out.
Yeah, I'd say Monty has smuggled a beer or two onto a golf course. Yeah.
I'm working with a personal trainer now, though. I'm not going to need that.
Yeah, he doesn't want to pay those government prices.
Oh no! Wait, what are we doing? What are we doing? Man's got to live.
Yes, he does. Yeah. Live and die.
What's the angriest you've ever seen someone on the golf course?
Oh man, it's gotta be our buddy, Monty. Remember that day? I don't know
Yeah.
say his name, but I'll say this: this guy played the whole round. I knew
Say
this, but
say that again. Say that again.
Whole round shirtless.
Shirtless.
I knew that was frowned upon, but it was certainly confirmed by the clubhouse after that. It's definitely frowned upon to play shirtless. They don't like that. And this was a guy who did something that I always wanted to do. Sincerely, I wanted to do this. I wanted to keep my shitty old club in my bag just for the sake of breaking it over a tree at some point. And lo and behold, this motherfucker did it. He put a club that he had in there just so he could whip it off of a tree. And when he smacked it, like I think one of the club heads narrowly missed one of us. Like it just, and it was a full on like screaming run at a tree, snap club in half, shirtless, man. And for me and Monty to look at each other and go, whoa, like that's something weird. it was a lot, and I've golfed like I grew up golfing with my dad, who is fucking not a happy golfer. So like I've been around. That's where my energy. I was channeling my father's energy, and that's what I was. Monty, and still that day, like, would you agree, Monty? That had to be a top, the angriest, the most out of control I've seen someone's anger get on a golf course. I think.
Yeah, I would say. You know what? I would say that's the angriest I've ever seen a guy at a tree. Period. Including lumberjacks and shit.
Yeah, that was something else. It was fucking entertaining, but it was also concerning.
It was wild. You know what my biggest concern for him was? He took off his shirt and then he kept wearing no shirt. And I was like, at first in my head, I'm like, I don't know, are they going to yell at us or something? But then I was more like, somebody should stop this white man from golfing 18 holes with no shirt.
Yeah,
he's going to die.
He's going to take a beat. I think that's the funny thing too is Monty. Tell you, I'm religious with my sunscreen application because I'm German and I'm extremely white, and the sun is it's like fucking 1,000 on me when we go toe to toe, and Monty doesn't touch this stuff on principle. Like I'll go out there with them, it's 40 degrees on a cloud in the sky. I'm like, Monty, just take a dab of this. Absolutely not, right? And then he makes fun of me for putting it on, but like it's life or death for me. And Monty just bronzes it, and it doesn't really matter. What he bronzes, shines as though he just passed that comb through his hair. Beautiful.
But I love that Jarrett. So many times, he'll bring up the sun almost immediately. He's like, "I heard it's going to be a hot one." I heard. And
first thing when I get into the car, I go, "Ooh, we're paying for this." You know.
Often on the car ride, you've talked about the sun a decent amount, and I was like, "This guy's talking about the sun like A prelude to the sun.
I
Like 10
respect
minutes.
the sun.
Oh yeah.
But it's been pointed out to me recently by somebody else that I have sort of a fixation with the weather. I think I'm like ahead of my time in that the first thing I do in the day is check the weather, and I like any ear I can get in the morning. I like to explain what's about to happen out there. Okay, from like temperature wise and with the sun, and so that transcends the golf course. But yeah, of course, we're playing outdoors. It's a great opportunity for me to explain exactly how the day is going to play out weather-wise.
Okay, I've got a question for you because I also like I love the weather. I love knowing what's happening out there. But for me, like I don't look at my app. Like the first thing I do is I actually go out onto my porch and I just take it in. I'm like, okay, it's gray. Seems like it's gonna rain. Like I try to like sense it, and then
do you
I
check yourself against the app. Then,
yeah,
you try to be like, okay, how right was I?
Yeah, like a little bit, yeah. But like to me, just reading it on the app is like it doesn't do it for me.
I don't like surprises. That's why that's why I keep such a close eye on the scorecard. I don't want any surprise.
How do you keep in with your emotions? Like, how do you keep from losing?
Hold on. We're just all going to walk over the fact that Monty played golf with someone and frowned upon what they were wearing.
Oh yeah,
Monty.
That's
no one even mentioned it.
This was.
Well, sunscreen. It's like they made Doritos in a cream. I was like, what's in it, and what the hell's going on?
I'm talking about the shirtless guy. You're like, well, this guy shouldn't be wearing that.
Talking about that insane thing you just said. He was talking about something like, what the fuck was that? But forget it. Doritos in a cream. No, go back, Monty. The other crazy
go
thing.
back. The guy who is shirtless, I was like, I think it's taboo, as Jarrett had said. I think this is trouble, frowned upon. But then I was like, again, Jarrett's concerned he's putting on sunscreen. This guy's walking around with no shirt. He's not a farmer. What does he think he's doing? He's gonna collapse.
I've golfed with Monty too, where I've looked at him and been like, "You're not a basketball player. Why are you dressed like this?" I've seen him sleeveless and with giant fucking shorts, like he's gonna go out there and try and dunk the fucking golf ball.
I may just. I'm concerned about this man's health vis-a-vis the sun. He's gonna get 10-degree burns. You know what I mean? I don't want to play golf with a man to his death.
Yeah, well, Karen in the clubhouse was concerned about it as well, and I don't think it was from a health perspective, but more from a
she did not have the health
optics perspective. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, last question. Your favorite golf moment. So this could be anything you've experienced or saw on TV.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go. I mean, there's so many I'm a big Tiger fan, obviously, as anybody is, and there's so many moments. But I think just in terms of recent memory, I thought it was so fucking cool to watch Tiger win the Masters in 2019 when he came back and did it, and that was like such a. Just because of like, if you remember everything he like through the way the man destroyed his back training for a war that never came. Like this guy's crawling under barbed wire through wet mud, and he destroys himself. And he's always got this massive pill problem. And I just thought we'd never ever see him accomplish anything like that again. So when he came and won, and I think that it's a winnable kind of tournament, the Masters, in terms of like it's who's dialed in, right?
Yeah.
And who's on that day. It's not necessarily it has its challenges, but it's not necessarily the most challenging. But I think just the given the history of it, and given Tiger and the Masters and what that tournament means, and to see him come back and do it again in 2019 was one of the coolest. That was one of my favorite sports moments, I think, watching him do that.
That's great. I don't think we've gone around. I'm a massive Tiger fan. I don't think Daryl is. That's the sense I get is you're not really. Monty.
Well, I was a lefty, so I grew up a Phil fan.
Oh, Phil fan.
Phil Mickelson,
yeah.
We've never asked Gina your thoughts. Tiger, are you a fan? Are you not?
Tiger was definitely the one person who like I was aware of as a kid who was a golfer. Like just the level of fame was insane.
Well, he elevated the game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that for me brought golf into my brain. Like it was him. And also I was really good friends with my friend Madeline, and her dad had like an invention. It was this like apparatus where it like puts your body into a position that you could just like, I don't remember how it works, and now I like want to find it, but you like put your body in and then you let it go and it guides your body to a perfect swing.
Is this the circle thing? That circle?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm making. I think we all know what a circle is. Not sure why I'm making what a circle shape.
You should let Monty take this.
There's like this. Anyway, her dad was obsessed with Tiger Woods. Like the whole basement was full of posters, and he just like would tell us and keep us updated about Tiger all the time. So for me, that was like my childhood. And also this apparatus that I don't think it ever took off.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Well, that's around.
I think there's versions of what you're describing. I just saw that the other day on the internet where they had people could basically get locked into this machine to feel like Rory's exact club path. And like it made other people's bodies didn't like they really couldn't
it wouldn't work.
They couldn't hit the ball with it because it's such an interesting, perfect club path that other people cannot mimic. So I don't know if that's what he was attempting to do with Tiger's swing. This sounds like a man that might have just been overly obsessed with another man. It's always odd when like a 45-year-old man has posters of another man everywhere. It's like, this guy's a fucking god. I love that.
Yeah, that was my take. Tiger, I always thought I could only become a fan once he started banging the Hooters waitresses or whatever. Because then I was like, now he seems real, you know?
He's just like us.
Well, up until that, I knew he was being fake as far as his persona goes. And so I was like, I just took him as another golfer, albeit a really good one.
The funny thing about that is him trying to bang all those Hooters waitresses and whatnot. That was his way of trying to fly under the radar, right? These people aren't going to talk about this, right? We don't run in the same circle, me and these guys, right? This don't ever come back.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, and also I gotta say, greatest DUI of all time when he got the state wrong. They're like, "Do you know where you are?" And he's like, he thought he was in California, but he was in Florida. I was like, "That's whole country you missed by."
Oh, McDonald had a really good Tiger joke, and I won't be able to quote it perfectly, but it was about somebody talking about how he was such a he's such a cheater and everything in his personal life. And they're like, because he got caught having sex with like 15 different women, right? And Norm Macdonald's like, you're telling me 15 different women? This is a man who has had, so many women thrown at him every single day for about 30 years. If it's only 15 women, statistically, he might be the most faithful man on the planet Earth. Like he's like mathematically, it works out. He's actually the most honest man ever lived.
Oh, that's great.
He should have been his lawyer.
Yeah.
So his divorce lawyer, I assume.
Thanks for doing this, buddy. It's been a long time. You've been on the list literally since before we started the podcast. We knew we wanted to have you, but it's been a pleasure. Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, Ronnie's been talking about this for a while, so I'm glad that it finally worked out.
And if there's a way the 5 of us could play 4 seasons next year in a 5-some, I think we should do it. I think we should make it happen.
If you can want to play a 5-some somewhere, it is 4 seasons.
It'll work.
I'd love to. Yeah, we should all play around though sometime. That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Gina, we'll wear our shirts. We promise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Jarrett, where can people find you? What are your socials?
My socials, it's just at Jarrett Campbell on Instagram. Same with I don't really use Twitter or anything anymore, but that's the best place to find me if you want to like see where I'm performing and to get my shows and stuff. So it's just my name, exactly as it's spelled, and then if you see Monty, I'm not too far behind him either. So.
it's a sign. It's possible.
Yeah, where there's a Monty, there's closely behind him. There's a Jarrett.
Thanks, buddy.
Right,
okay,
thanks,
cheers,
man.
guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, brother.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Later.
That was Jarrett Campbell, everybody.
So clean.
So good.
He thinks he's doing voiceover work right now. Monty, anything illuminating from your golf buddy that we had on? Anything that was surprising?
You know what didn't surprise me? His foursome was, maybe aside from one guy, was spot on. I was like, I knew he would be inviting Really, all three of those guys were all three of those firecrackers. I was like that for sure. If I could have bet on it, I don't know what the odds. I would have probably got 1,000,000 to 1. I should have put $1 on it because I felt that was going to be his foursome.
I like that he's saying. Sorry, I like how he's saying those guys, and he's one of them.
I don't know if that's first or third tense, or Monty's created a new tense.
Talking in the 8th person.
I want to be the bar cart person that day.
That would be.
I want to witness that foursome. Yeah. That would be wild. And I feel like as the bar cart person, you'd be busy with.
Well, not with Monty, because he brings his own beer on the course.
Right.
Well, I definitely have at least the customary 1 or 2. Then I'd be smoking crack. I'd be like, did we sell him crack?
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for listening. Thanks Comedy Records. Check us out on YouTube, on the Comedy Records channel. Check us out wherever you get podcasts, and the season's right around the corner. So tell some friends about the podcast. There's going to be new golfers out, people who've never heard this podcast before, people, who want to listen. So find a new friend who wants to play golf and share the podcast, will you?
How are they gonna golf if they didn't hear the podcast?
Exactly.
They can't. It's impossible. It's an actual impossibility.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
And something distracted him. All right.